not always there when you call, but I'm always on time.
That is the worst rap song you could have ever sang.
I could have done the remix, even worse.
Don't do. Oh,
That
Let
song.
me grab my headphones. Hold on. Sorry.
Is she the one that's fuzzy?
Say something, Charlie.
I believe she's freshly shaven. I don't think she's fuzzy. Oh, you mean the sound? I think
she'd be more stubbly than fuzzy.
Yeah, it's. You can get a 5 o'clock shadow below the belt. That is right.
Yes. I don't think fuzzy happens after high school.
I think, Charlie, your mic is rubbing on your lapel.
Oh.
That's the
see.
word.
In fact, if I switch.
Love it.
The other lapel.
Is that a little bit better?
I don't hear anything, so that's good.
Sweet.
All right.
You look like you're about to call a fucking basketball game or something.
I like to go for the junior college coach look. I let everybody on the team.
By the way, are you what's up with the wall of comedians behind you? They're all, not to sound anti-Semitic, but they're all Jewish, right?
No, we have Richard Pryor.
Oh, I thought that was Lenny Bruce. I honestly thought that was fucking Lenny Bruce. I'm an idiot.
Oh my goodness.
Excuse me. I actually never realized the percentage of Semitism behind me. But yeah, I guess we have Stephen Wright, who might as well have been. He worked in entertainment. We have Charles Chaplin, Woody Allen. I do have Jerry Seinfeld behind me. And you can't see at the bottom level is Mitch Hedberg, Eddie Murphy, and Chris Rock.
And you have you in the middle.
I have me in the middle because I am very humble.
Yes, you are.
I have the Whoopi Goldberg spot on the Hollywood Squares of Comedians.
I was going to say Bruce Valanche, but we'll go Whoopi.
Well, I think I have more of the cholesterol of Bruce Valanche. I think that's more of my speed. And by my speed, I mean the slowest speed on the treadmill.
All right, welcome to the Gag On This podcast. Check the episode description for the show and guests, social media, as well as for our YouTube channel. Check out the website, gagonthispodcast.com. Email us, gagonthispodcast@gmail.com. Like and follow our Facebook page. And if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you can watch the recording and hear the episode 2 days before it is released. I am the man they call Big Nick. I am joined by Thank you for that fanfare.
There's the first right there.
Yeah, fucking A. Nobody's ever applauded me.
Can't wait for my turn.
We have fresh from her Vegas trip, the Italian stallion that is Danny D.
What? Oh, fuck you, Charlie.
Ooh.
He gave you jazz hands.
Wow, I'm going to remember that jazz hands.
I gave you smooth jazz hands. These are Kenny G hands.
Oh, I love a good Kenny G.
And then we haven't had him in a while, but now we have Rob back.
It is good to be back.
Yeah, fresh from your Norma Ray-like job. Jesus.
I know. Who the fuck said you could be an adult, man?
Welcome back, Rob.
Thank you. It happen eventually.
Yeah, I got an interview tomorrow, so I might.
You guys suck, man.
I have an interview right now.
Oh, really? So why don't you talk about a time where you and a podcaster had some interpersonal relationships, and how did you solve that by chance?
Ooh.
Yeah, nothing. Boom.
But Mike dropped.
It's really bad for the microphone. Don't do that.
No, I won't. And this is a real microphone. I got this at Pier 1 World Market for $6.99.
Because you're fake as shit, right?
It looks like an award. It's a paperweight.
An award that you bought?
An award that I bought for myself.
And the person that bought himself his own award, that is none other than Charlie Spink, ladies and gentlemen.
Woohoo!
Danny giving the jazz hands.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
I am my favorite comic. I feel like I can really relate to myself.
By the way, do you prefer Charlie? Would you like Charles?
I would like to go just by Charlie, which is my my stage name. My full name is Charles Staff Patrick Kevin Spink IV.
That's a fucking mouthful.
I had the same initials as California Pizza Kitchens. Rest in peace.
Are they out?
So, we'll pour out a teriyaki pizza for them. Pour it out.
Why is your name so long? You're not Mexican?
Because I'm trying to compensate. That's why.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know what I'm talking about. A lot of names.
Makes sense.
No, I have 2 middle names because my family could afford it.
Oh, okay.
We're very upper middle, very middle white class, and we could afford a baby dictionary, and we utilized it to the fullest.
Well, your name is stupid. I'm just kidding.
Well,
I'm just kidding. You didn't utilize a baby dictionary. Don't you have your dad's name?
I do. I'm named after my dad and his dad and his dad.
Yeah, that's not
because
original.
we lack creativity in our family.
Yeah. Do you have a kid named after you?
No, but funny story. We all have different middle names, all the Charleses.
Oh.
And I wanted to name my son Charles Xavier after the founder of the X-Men.
Yes.
Yeah. My wife, not a big fan. So she kept the name Xavier, but gave the axe to Charles. So with one fellow swoop, she ended the legacy of names
She
and
ruined
my
it.
dream of having a superhuman mutant son.
And you let her do it.
I did
Because you're
because
just
she is the
that
boss.
nice of a guy.
She is the boss bitch with 2 money signs in boss. So you know it's official.
Oh,
You're such a
damn.
simp. Oh my God.
I
You're
was
just
about to
like
say,
me.
yeah, I was going to say, if I said the exact same thing Charlie said, you would be calling me a simp left and right. And him, you were like, oh, you're so nice.
I adore Charlie.
Well, I would insult you, Danny, but I need my wife's permission first. So,
Right.
yes.
All right. Well,
Hashtag whipped.
well, Charles, Chucky.
No.
Let's
Chaz hands. I got Chaz hands. That's what I got.
I don't know why, but that fucking tickled me.
Because they're very
It really did.
Tickled by his Chaz hands.
tickled by the Chaz hands.
Oh, yeah.
Tickling Chaz hands. That's why the Boy Scouts of America are getting sued right now. Tickling Chaz hands.
So I do want to ask you about something.
Lay it on me.
You take a lot of selfies, sir.
Well, not all of us are successful enough to have paparazzi. I'm barely successful enough to listen to Paparazzi by Lady Gaga on my title account. So
Papa.
I figure until I can afford my own paparazzi, I'm going to have to take that upon myself.
Now, do you have a selfie like face? Because I noticed your smiles are pretty similar. Like, do you have? Because what I do whenever I'm taking a picture, because I don't smile, I have a hard
You
time.
don't?
No,
Oh,
like, so whenever I have to take a picture, I always tell myself a joke, so I get that fake like, and then bam, then they take.
Yeah, you do look pretty douchey in all our pictures, huh?
oh. Yeah, I guess I do have the standard go-to selfie. I only look good from one angle, and by good I mean a soft 7.6 on the 1 to 11 scale. Anybody can go 1 to 10. I take it up to 11.
I was about to say, what are you, Spinal Tap?
I'm Spinal Tap, exactly. It's 11. It's 11.
But is it louder than 10?
No, it's 11.
It's
Classic
one more.
movie. Classic.
I love that. The
It's-
best
it's
is when they're
one more.
singing. The best is when they're singing at is it Elvis's grave, and they're trying to harmonize, and they're like,
The only scene that stands out in my mind from that movie is when they order the midgets with the small Stonehenge.
yeah,
And that just kills me every time.
that's definitely something you could not do in today's climate, I'm sure.
No, I mean, it's too hot for midgets. I agree. They melt. They will be just melted tiny puddles of people.
I wish some of them would just carry around like ice packs and hold up each tit. Like maybe one hold up 2 of them, or when that one gets tired, they just tag team out.
I feel like you would need 3 or 4, Danny. I don't think that 2 midgets would be enough for you.
I don't know if we could be in sync like that though. I don't know.
No, you guys could not be
asking a lot.
Justin, JC, Chris Kirkpatrick, Joey Fatone,
Oh,
the other one.
I love the fat one.
Oh, I was 80% of in sync. Lance Bass, duh. Lance Bass.
Duh.
Rob, do you know who we're talking about?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Could not care less, but I do know who you're talking about.
Oh, now you know how I feel about when you talk about wrestling.
I love wrestling.
Oh.
Charlie,
What
are you a
the
wrestling
Danny
fan?
Maniacs run up on you. I am not, although I do sometimes watch Hulk Hogan's surprise intros to get myself jazzed to go on stage. I know nothing of the sport. I know that The Rock was an amateur chef before he joined WWE, which is why he asks if we can smell what The Rock is cooking because of his relationship with Gordon Ramsay. That's mostly all I know about wrestling.
Well, what I want you to do is you do have, it looks like you're calling a sport. So real quick, just to appease me and Rob, say oh my, as God is my witness, he is broken in half.
Oh my, as God is my witness, he is broken in half.
God, that's fucking great.
It's
That's JR
spectacular.
when Undertaker threw Mankind off the Hell in the Cell. It's okay.
Oh,
Yeah, we all know that famous episode.
It's a match.
that famous
Probably
episode.
the most brutal
That
thing.
installment of the trilogy.
Yeah, whatever.
Wow, look, I disappeared. Where the fuck did I
Ooh.
go?
Ooh,
I don't know.
Hey there.
Hey, welcome back.
Wow.
Guess who's back? It's Nick. Back again.
Back into. I don't know the words to like any songs anymore. Actually, I just realized that I think I know songs, and then I start singing them, and I'm like, nope, not the words, not the words.
I realized that I couldn't remember the words to the song "Unforgettable" by Nat King Cole,
Oh.
and that's a bad sign.
Ironic.
It's unforgettable.
Yeah. I also
Fucking-
forgot how to spell Alzheimer's. I don't know why. It's just
You're fucking stupid.
gone. Unforgettable.
That's what you are.
There we go. See, I forgot it. It was very forgettable.
That's why, darling, it's incredible.
Oh, Nick, look at you.
Somebody so
Come on, Rob.
Unforgettable.
could think that I'm not
Unforgettable.
unforgettable as well.
All right.
Michael
I d-
Bublé is rolling over in his grave.
Is he dead?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, he's just Canadian.
Oh, might as well be.
I've never seen him and Trudeau in the same place at the same time. Take with that what you will.
Oh, so you're saying Michael Bublé was in blackface?
I'm saying he was in blackface as the Prime Minister of American Standards.
Mm.
All right, conspiracy theory number 1 with Charlie Spink.
Conspiracy
Rob-
theorized, yes.
Rob, you doing okay over there? Yeah, I think you're muted.
Poor guy, he doesn't know
How
how to
about
talk.
now?
There we go.
I was leaning back to hide like you did, and then I knocked over the mic like a jackass. And,
Oh, you were trying to be cool like Nick and failed?
yeah, it was just never mind.
All right.
I'm out of practice.
Yeah, you are.
Poor
So
guy.
Charlie, I do want to ask you about, did you really open for Bob Saget when you were only 19?
I did, and not in the way that most underage girls do. I did it on the stage. No, it was pretty awesome. I went to college down in Southern California. I went to UC Riverside, and I would kind of make my rounds in the Inland Empire and LA area doing the mic circuit. And I competed in an open mic contest where I came in 3rd place, not to brag. But they felt that the number 1 and 2 contestants weren't Bob Saget friendly. So I got to open for Mr. Saget a couple shows. And he watched my set and gave me some kind of backhanded compliment advice. I feel like at the time my act was a little uneven. I was trying really hard to do kind of puns and sing-song play for half of it, and the other half was very urban aimed. I was trying to be like a white Bernie Mac.
Oh, gosh.
And what Bob told me, the former Danny Tanner, he said, look, there's 2 people you can be on stage, yourself or somebody else. But you need to be the same person the whole time so people can follow you.
That makes sense.
And that was
Advice.
really good advice and made me a little sad. Know that everybody's TV dad just kind of said, hey, jerk face, you're not that funny.
Oh,
But
No,
it was
he
a great
didn't
story.
say that.
And he watched my set. I've opened for a bunch of other great comedians who didn't watch a minute of what I did on stage. Tommy Davidson, Sinbad, not a great comedian, but Steve-O from Jackass. Paul Mooney.
Oh, really?
Fell in my set. Yeah, in fact, I have street credit forever. I don't know. Nick, are you familiar with Paul Mooney?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Negro Damas from the Dave Chappelle Show.
Yeah.
So he was doing a show at a place you'd expect me to perform at, the Black Repertory Theater, actual name, in Berkeley, California.
You fit right in.
I did. I just like a sore thumb. And as Danny, who's seen me work on stage, knows, I kind of dance my way out and dance my way off stage. And Paul Mooney went up directly after me, and he called me the N-word twice. He said, that white N-word think he an N-word.
You didn't
And
say that
so-
nearly deep enough.
Yeah, so that means that I have street cred forever. That
Because
Negro.
Charlie dancing is one of the sexiest things I've seen in a very long time.
Yeah, I mean, I have what I lack in talent, I make up for in attempted charisma.
He can do the moonwalk.
I can do the moonwalk frontwards and backwards.
He's a very good dancer. Can you
I
guys
do
do the
believe
moonwalk?
that the moonwalk was staged, though. That's another conspiracy theory.
Okay.
Michael Jackson was not on the moon when that happened. It was filmed in
Oh my God! Shut up! You're so stupid. I thought I got all this out of you earlier.
Neil Armstrong was there. Buzz Lightyear was there. Michael Jackson staged the moonwalk. You can put it in writing.
It was all fake. Is what you're telling me.
This is fake news.
Damn it!
Oh,
I
that
don't
was
feel
that
bad
was
then.
fucking that was a great one.
I was thinking we had another Steve Milani on our hands for a second.
Oh,
Nah.
yeah, COVID is fake.
COVID is
Wayfair
fake.
sells babies.
You guys don't even talk to him. You don't even know what the fuck he thinks. Calm down.
I see what he posts.
Well, we all know that what we post is who we are in today's world.
Yeah,
That's
some
why I
people
never post shit. I'm
some
like,
people
"Bleh."
need to stop posting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, there's ash on my car.
There's ash on your car?
No. I
Have
mean,
you
yes,
tried-
there is, but I wasn't going to fucking put it on Facebook and state the obvious. So when Connor Martin today was like, if I see one more picture of someone having ash on the car, oh my God. I didn't even know that. Let's see it. And I was like, Connor, I miss you so much. Oh God, I wanted to do that earlier.
Well, I've lived in and around Oakland long enough to where if somebody tells me that their car is ashy, I'll just say, get some cocoa butter, you know?
Yeah, put some lotion on it.
Yeah, put some lotion on it. If your Acura is ashy, you put some lotion on it. That's what my big mama used to tell me growing up.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, I forgot to even say in the opening credits that you have a fan. That's crazy.
One fan, yes.
Like we have a pretty heavy following and a pretty heavy listenership. Like we're the most downloaded podcast in North South Wales province of Australia.
I worked my ass off to
All
get
right, mate.
people to subscribe.
Yeah, we have 5 listeners in Uzbekistan, which I thought was a city.
Yeah, I
It's not.
thought that went the way of the USSR and the USFL and the WNBA.
No, there's Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan.
Yeah, that's a thing. I didn't know that. But anyways, we had a comedian / rapper on, Anthony Burrell, and his, I guess, girlfriend or wife said you are fucking hilarious.
Ooh, well, that is a common misconception. I'm not fucking hilarious. We're just friends. We are just very platonic. Hilarious and I have never been physically intimate. I do appreciate the compliment, though. That was really nice.
So Sharon's gonna be coming in, but I do have to say, since you're very
Oh,
coming around the corner, we got Sharon connecting to the audio.
Whoop, there he is.
Oh,
Oh,
and he's connected.
I'm sorry. Sorry,
Hey.
guys.
Ooh,
I'm
now
here.
we're as one.
We are as one. We are now the Voltron force.
My
We
God,
are.
you got the
Church
graininess
in
of
the
a
steeple.
snuff film, dude.
Oh, you look. Oh, cause the head wick. Oh, whatever, man.
No, I'm just saying your graininess. It's like watching a snuff film.
Oh,
He's on his flip phone.
Seen a lot of those, have you?
my laptop.
Yeah. I don't even know if the quality is good enough for a snuff film. I don't know if it's up to
I'm not even ready for a snuff film.
Yeah, that's
Does your wife ever get tired of you just constantly being a jokester? Because I know every time we talk, I tell you you're stupid multiple times a
Yeah.
day.
You tell me
Um,
I'm stupid more than the special ed teachers at every school I've ever been to.
Yes.
Hey, when you're used to the small bus, it's normal size to you. I feel like my wife got tired of it long ago, but she appeases me, and I
Oh,
love
that's
her.
good. That's awesome.
She's very supportive.
so. Let's talk about, because you seem to be very pun oriented. Let's talk about your episode with the Capital Pun Show.
Ooh,
Yeah.
capital punishment.
Yeah.
Punishment.
Whatever.
Oh.
Whatever.
Ouch.
I feel like that was it was a gangbang of punsters.
Oh, that would be an interesting gangbang. Davey and Harmony, you, Daniel Humberger.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know
just
who's the
saying.
meat in that man sandwich, but that was a lot of fun. I went in there as the heavy favorite, and by heavy I just mean I was the fattest person there. and I just completely and utterly destroyed the competition in straight sets, like it was tennis. It was love all over the place. I was just killing it, knocking it down.
Love. Now that sounds like a gangbang.
Love. That's what I'm talking about right there. It's just Andre Agassi and Steffi Graf going at it. Rackets involved. They're spanking. They're slapping. Fuzzy green balls everywhere. That's what I'm talking about. Willis. That's a Martin reference. That's what I'm talking about, Willis. There we go. It's 2020.
I mean, you do have a good match.
Oh my God, Sharon thinks he is the shit now with puns because he kicked my ass.
No,
so bad.
Well, speaking of the puns, the only one I remember that I thought was pretty funny and punny was the topic, and Danny recorded me saying this, which is why I remember it. The topic was mermaids, and I had mentioned that my wife is Filipino and doesn't always bathe, so sometimes she's a crust Asian.
Oh, please tell me she was in the audience for that.
She was with me in spirit, slapping me in the face after I said it. She was not there in human person.
I recorded it, so he could have shut her if he wasn't a puss.
I did, and she was like, which is a common response I get in the bedroom. It worked, I guess. Her exact words.
It worked. That's what she said. Damn.
That's what she said. They got the job done for me. But no, it was a lot of fun, and I'd love to do the show again. I think that Sacramento has a really supportive scene, and through Danny or Lola Marie Camacho, another good friend of mine over there, David Thorne, there's just lots of really great supportive comedians from everybody I've met up there. And the Bay Area, most of my best comedy friends are here, but there's that sense of, I'm going to slit your throat and come in it competition.
No, that sounds hot.
It is.
I'd watch that snuff film.
There we go. Wait,
Well,
let me check my phone. Who called? Oh, back. That's a callback. That's what that was. Right there.
Nice.
That was a text from my spine. It's a callback. That's what that was.
So let's talk about what are some differences between the Bay and SAC comics and shows and things like that?
Well, when you're doing shows in the Bay and you bomb, you say that I'm going to go jump off the Golden Gate Bridge. And in Sacramento, when you bomb, you just say, well, I guess I'm just going to keep living here.
Oh.
Wow.
No, I would say that San Francisco is kind of its own comedy, organism. It's its own living thing. San Jose has its own comedy scene going, and kind of Oakland has its own scene. So the Bay Area is kind of three subdivisions of comedy, which is maybe why we're considered a little more cliquey. We are the middle school cafeteria. We only want to sit with people that we came up with the similar styles. There's comedians that work blue. People that are big fans of the Blue Man Group, obviously. Those of us that do percussion-based shows in Vegas. And then you have people kind of family-oriented pun comedians in the Bay Area. So just me by myself. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't give it money. And yeah, Sacramento, much warmer environment. Also the temperature, much warmer, muggy, sweaty, makes my crotch smell. But if it was up to me, I would do all my shows in Sacramento. So if you run a show in Sacramento, book me.
I would love that so much. I think you're fabulous.
Oh, right back at you, Danny.
Oh, get your own Zoom room, guys. Jesus.
We do.
Get a room on the Zoom. That rhymes, so it must be true.
So I just saw this, and I just want to ask, because apparently I'm the only one that thinks this. You saw Hamilton. It sucked, right?
No, Hamilton.
Hamilton is inarguably the greatest hip-hop musical about a Secretary of Treasury of all time.
It was the worst movie I've ever fucking seen. It was worse than Norbit.
Okay, I gotta ask this. Why? Okay, go ahead.
Because it was stupid.
Why was it stupid?
Well, number one, I guess I don't like musicals that much when it's wrapped in maybe I'm just getting old. It just didn't impress me. It was fucking. I can't even say the word I want to say. It was just not good.
Why can't
in
you
my
say the word you
opinion.
want to say?
Yeah.
Say
What
it.
what word is
What
that?
are you gonna say?
Danny?
What
What
is
word
that
I was
can
gonna
word?
say,
say
Sharon
in front
has
of
that
Sharon?
face of like he's just waiting for the white woman to be like, "There's a lot of black people." That's what he looks like right now. He's just like,
Oh.
"What was it? Come on."
Was
Oh,
it?
say it.
Was it because George Washington was dark-skinned? Is that what it was?
Ooh, there it was.
Maybe. No, I don't know. I didn't like it. I didn't necessarily
Maybe.
like it because I actually read that one book, Hamilton,
That one
and
book. In
I
general.
saw the play, and it was nothing like it. And if you're gonna remake a fucking movie, then
Oh,
remake
no.
it like it was. Don't fucking
Well-
add hip hop and like change all the fucking everything.
What do you mean
I don't
you
like
saw
that.
the play?
play
It
was
a
hip-hop.
record. The movie was a
Was a
recording
play.
of the play. What movie are you talking about?
The play like that I saw in middle school, it was like a normal person.
Okay, when you were in
play.
middle school,
Normal.
fucking
I don't
Lin-Manuel
think Hamilton
Miranda-
came out until 2014.
Yeah. So what the fuck are you talking
Yeah,
about?
no, we're talking about the thing that's on like Disney Plus and all that. The recording of the
maybe
play.
I'll check it out then. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Wait a
and-
minute, hold on. What? You know what you saw, right?
No,
I mean, I
she
assume-
doesn't.
I watch a lot of movies.
You,
It was
Wait a
on in
minute.
the background.
I'm
Maybe-
still stuck on
how
she
do you-
read a book.
Yeah, I did. I read a book. What
But
am I
notice-
thinking of?
The
Danny didn't
Hamilton
specify
book
which
is
book.
fucking huge. I couldn't read that fucking book. I don't know.
Yeah.
What book am I thinking of?
Are you guys thinking about the
oh
John
my
Adams book?
God.
Yeah.
Pop on Pop?
Was it
Eggs
Lord
and
of
ham?
the
It's a
Flies?
Dr. Seuss
Yeah.
book.
Let's
know.
just start saying books. Justine.
No, just calm it down.
Philosophy in the bedroom.
I'm tripping.
I do a lot of drugs, Sean. Just leave
Are
me.
you there, God? It's me,
Why-
Margaret.
There you go.
The Giving
Fuck.
Tree.
You say you
No.
didn't like the movie or the play,
I didn't. I
but
know
you
that I
don't.
don't.
Let's take some effort off of her. I didn't like it.
Why didn't you like the play?
I just didn't dig it. Like I also
Why?
don't like musicals. First off, like
Okay, there's one.
like West Side Story.
Yeah, that's stupid. Maybe I don't like musicals either.
I watched the first 2 hours of West Side Story. No Tupac. It's a
Only was Dear Mama.
West. Yes, exactly.
Dear
I'll let you
Mama.
hear me. Like it was nothing but a gangster party. That's what I expected. There's no
There you go.
gangster partying. None at all. There's no California love.
Yeah.
Dr. Dre was not there.
There were no
It was-
changes.
It was in the '60s, you know.
Yeah.
But no, I just didn't like. I think I went into it with everyone going, "This is the greatest thing in the history of things,"
No.
and I'm watching it. And I'm like, I mean, and plus 3.5 hours.
It was
Ew.
long.
Did you
Yeah.
watch it on the movie or did you see the play itself?
I watched it on
Movie.
Disney Plus.
Yeah, he wants the movie.
The
All right,
only
and-
the only good thing that came out of it is I now understand that song, "The 10 Crack Commandments."
Yes, Biggie stole that from Lin-Manuel Miranda. Very few people know that. Not a lot of people know Christopher Wallace was a thief. He not only snuck burgers,
He
he
says
stole
it.
ideas.
He says he was a gangster.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Biggie, not as big, and not as Lin-Manuel Miranda.
I will say this though, it was ingenious the way that everything was, but I just was like,
Aren't they like number one? They're like all African American and they're all in like white wigs.
Oh
It's
my
from like
God.
back in the day, right?
There's Hispanics.
Okay, well,
Miranda's not black.
clearly,
Oh
I
my God.
think I'm thinking of Hairspray,
Yeah,
possibly.
Oh
Yeah,
my
'cause
God.
Oh my god!
I didn't like that one either.
Oh
You didn't
my
like John
God.
Travolta in a dress?
No, that was gross.
Okay, so that was Hairspray.
And Christopher Walken was in it, right? Christopher Walken was the dad.
Yes, he was.
he was.
Okay. Okay,
Yes.
well, I didn't like that movie.
Wait a minute.
No, I didn't see that one. I saw the one with Jerry Stiller and
Ricky
Ricky
Lake?
Lake.
Oh, the older one, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I thought it was like an old like remake thing.
Maybe like
John Waters
a-
is overrated.
You know,
Yeah.
the other day I banged. Oh God, damn it! What was
He
her
had it,
name?
didn't he?
Your wife?
I just no.
I would hope so, yeah.
Yeah, but it'd be like I banged my wife and I say that it was Carmen Electra. It's like, oh, you know, Hairspray, Hamilton, my wife, Carmen Electra, same thing.
Maybe
Wow.
to you, your wife looks like Carmen Electra.
I say the exact same thing about Steve Buscemi. I was doing the Comedy Store 7 or 8 years ago, so this is a while back. And when you're doing the Comedy Store, the Laugh Factory, you'll run into just peripheral celebrities all over the place. And I had a couple drinks, and I was in the bathroom, and I could have swore I saw Steve Buscemi, but it turned out it was my own dick.
Wow.
The guy,
pretty
I like
ugly.
that.
the guy looks like a penis head.
I like that.
Your penis is
I
not
like that.
attractive.
I was like, I loved you in The Big Lebowski, and
As your wisdom.
yeah,
Does
and
he
then he
have, like,
kissed on my
crooked
face,
teeth,
and I'm like,
too?
oh my goodness, that's
Yeah.
not Steve Buscemi, that's my own dick. Common
Yes.
mistake. My dick is a doppelganger for Steve Buscemi. People have been telling me since I was young.
So,
Crooked teeth and all, right?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, dude, my dick has needed braces for the longest time.
Ooh-wee.
It really has.
Lucky you're married up.
Yeah, lucky I'm married up. I've had to go through a retainer because it's cheaper.
Oh,
Good
fuck.
times. These are some very. I'm really opening up to you guys. These are some very vulnerable personal stories
Yes, they
I'm
are.
sharing tonight. Yeah, good times.
So one thing I want to ask you about is I saw a post where somebody thanked you for being on the honey roast.
Yes.
What the hell is a honey roast?
So the honey roast, it was a 90-minute roast I did making fun of the Jessica Alba movie from 2004. Honey.
nice.
It's about an aerobic dancer. She wears a lot of spandex. It's a good look on her. No, the honey roast, I was in a roasting competition, and the young lady, and I'm using the word young very liberally, no, a very good friend of mine, Anna May, wanted to be in the roast, but she had never been in one before, and she wanted somebody who wouldn't make fun of her too much. So they said a
Oh,
honey
so she
roast.
picked you?
Well, she picked me to say nice, insulting things about her.
Oh, okay.
Hence the honey roast.
Is
So
that a
it's like
roast then?
It's like a boast battle.
Well, I mean, you can have a honey roast. I'm not a big fan of ham, but I mean, it exists. You can
Nice.
throw that butterball in the oven and see what the fuck happens. But no, it was fun. It was nice. I've done some other roasts. I know Tommy T's in Pleasanton. They do an annual, they call it the Battleground Bay Area Roast.
Whoa.
And I was the 2017 and 2018 champion.
That's because you mean, Charlie. You mean.
That's because I killed them with kindness is my weapon of choice.
Yeah.
No, in fact, one of the years, the person against me in the finals, David Namar, I'm pronouncing his name wrong. David had better insults than I did, but he only used 90 seconds, and I used the entire 3 minutes of time that they allotted me.
Well, then why, when I've asked for your help on roast battles, have I always lost the fucking roast battles when you help me? Goddamn it, if you're so good.
Because I'm usually in cahoots with your competition.
Damn it. You're such
Nice.
a traitor.
I never realized how much cahoots sounds like vagina.
Cahoots, vagina.
Cahooter? You're in cahooter with somebody. You are
Cahooter.
in cahooter. You are placing a tracking device in their vagina. I think that's
Oh.
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
No, but roast battles are a lot of fun. In fact, my favorite roast story was me, and he now goes by Daoud instead of David because he's Middle Eastern. He got in touch with his roots. Not a joke. I'm being real about that.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Very funny guy, brilliant writer, very funny comic. In the final round of the roast, he said, "The only thing that Charlie is worse at than comedy is fatherhood."
Oh, damn.
Which, let's face it, great fucking joke. And I told that to my 5-year-old son when I got home that night. And he just looked at me in the face and goes, "Daddy, you are not that bad
Oh,
at comedy." And
Oh.
big hug. So that was kind of like an alley-oop roast situation. You know, Daoud was Kobe and my son Quentin was Shaq, just throwing it down. It was a beautiful moment. It really was.
Missing those free throws, huh?
Yeah, missing free throws.
every fucking time.
Yeah, well, consistency is what's important, and that's what
Yes.
Shaq was all about.
Yeah.
And Shaq also a very talented rap artist.
Oh, and he's very knowledgeable. He knows that the capital of California is Los Angeles.
He does.
Yes. So.
And he's very
said that?
inquisitive when it comes to the culinary menu. I think we remember his rap, "Kobe, tell me how my ass tastes."
Yeah.
Yeah, that was rest in peace to Kobe.
What about What's Up, Doc? Can we rock?
What's up, Doc? Oh, shoot. Boom, boom, shake the room. That was Shaq and the Fushnikins.
Well, he's a
No,
shark
that-
tamer now.
that was-
Him
that
and
was
Mike
Fresh
Tyson.
Prince.
Him and
That
Mike
was-
Tyson are doing Shark Week.
Oh, they are? Oh, I did see that. Is Mike Tyson
Yeah.
against
Yeah.
in a
Well,
spelling bee, a shark one?
That's what they say it is, but no, he's not about to go in the water and punch a great white.
No, he
was
wouldn't
gonna
want
bite
her
its
put
fin.
one to sleep.
Yeah, he's gonna bite his.
I could see him trying.
Yeah. I'm gonna eat your children. Like that's a direct quote
Right?
from Mr. Tyson.
Wonder if he hit it in the air if it would still knock his shark out.
See,
Probably
people
not.
forget
In the
Mike
water.
Tyson's a very educated man. His reference to eat your children was not about sucking dick. It was about Dr. Jonathan Swift's A Modest Proposal, which was the birth of the very first comedy commentary. If you guys were college professors, you'd be cracking up right
I
now.
was gonna say that
I think
flew
it's
way
great.
over my head.
It was when he said to eat the babies.
It's when he said eat the babies. They're
I don't know.
nutritious. It was ironic or something back then. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
you know too many things.
I know so many things.
Yeah.
The most things, the best things.
Of nothing.
And they don't matter. No, none of them do.
None of them
What-
matter.
What's the most random factoid you can give us?
The most random factoid. William Shakespeare died in 1615, but lost his anal virginity in 1592.
Damn.
What?
Yes.
How the fuck do you even like? Okay, Charlie. That's what I say.
Better
Okay,
than losing your
Charlie.
anal virginity after you die.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
I mean, it'd hurt less.
I guess it oh, goodness. Then you end up with a haunted ass. Like, that's just really, it's all bad.
At least the bells would all be all cleared out, by then.
You would hope so. Just leave some cobwebs back there. That's not a cobweb. That's
Make it as gaping as you want without any back talk. I don't know.
Ooh.
Wow.
Both of my grandmothers are going to watch this. They're going to be so proud.
Hey.
I love it when my grandma watches me. On
She'll be like, Charlie, I loved when you talked about the Spider-Man semen. Like when
Is she Irish?
she is. My grandmother is 5 feet of Irish fury.
Ooh.
She's kind of where I got my sense of humor, my dance skills, and my inability to properly judge social situations. In fact, it's funny. Well, my grandma is actually the reason I call her Nanny, because when she was around her grandkids, she wanted to look like she had a job. So she would say, "Don't call us grandma, call me Nanny." It makes it sound like she's getting paid to watch us.
Ouch.
That's not made up. And she was involved with my very first celebrity encounter. So, true story. When I was 9 years old in Fremont, California, I met MC Hammer
Nice.
at the Bank of Fremont. I was walking out with my grandma. He was walking in. I may have been the last person to see him with money. He might have been, he had $30 million, and he might have left very, very sad. But my grandmother sees him, and she goes, "That's MC Hammer." And my grandmother at the time maybe knows 2 black guys. She knows Magic Johnson and MC Hammer. That's the
Nice.
only people she'd recognize.
Those are the 2 in the 90s to know.
Those were the only ones that mattered in 1992 or 93.
Yeah.
And I look up to her and say, "Nanny, that's not MC Hammer." She goes, "No, his license on his car says Hammer Time."
I knew it did.
So
Oh.
pulled up, and I was scared because I was a big fan of Hammer. And she said, "You need to go show him your dance moves." I said, "Nanny, MC Hammer does not need to see my dance moves." So she flagged him down. "Mr. Hammer, Mr. Hammer, my grandson can do your dance moves."
Oh.
So if you're looking for where I was, just look on top of Blast, because I was getting put on Blast. I was getting ready to dance Battle Hammer in the foyer of Fremont Bank. And
When you were 9?
I was 9, and I gave one of these. I gave a uh-oh. And a little
Typewriter.
Yeah, I did the typewriter, which even back then the word processor was more popular. I did the typewriter, and to his credit, Hammer watched me do the move, let me finish, and then he did a double spin and did it much better than me because he's MC Hammer, and I'm 9 in the foyer of Fremont Bank. And so then I did one other move, and he didn't even respond. He tapped my shoulder and said, "Stay in school."
Oh.
And then he walked into the bank. And that really haunted me later because I'm a college dropout. I've dropped out of 2 or 3 schools. And every time I drop out, I figure I'm not just letting down my parents and my grandparents.
You're letting down MC Hammer.
I let down MC Hammer. I wasn't too legit to quit. I quit right there.
You did.
Every
You
time
got
I
to
see a
pray.
diploma, I go, "You can't touch this," because I can't touch the diploma. Hammer called it. It was all Hammer. But that was my grandmother. She brought MC and myself together.
Well, thank God you didn't dance too well, or you'd have like a Leaving Neverland story on your hands.
Oh yeah.
I would be the Wade Robeson of the East Bay.
Oh my God, if I were your grandma, I would have sold you to Michael Jackson for a little bit. Been fine. You and Macaulay could have been friends.
Rent me out.
You want to know
Yeah.
what's so weird about watching the Leaving Neverland? Have you guys seen the Leaving Neverland documentaries?
Yes,
No.
I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan, and I
am too. That's why I didn't watch it.
It was a little tough.
Well, it's so weird because you mentioned Wade Robson, and I was just like, this guy looks so fucking familiar. And then it turned out to be, the fucking big ass choreographer for Britney Spears and NSYNC, and I'm like, holy shit, Michael Jackson fucked him. That's so cool.
Yeah. So if you look at Wade Robeson's dating history, he was the one. This is a fact that Justin Timberlake wrote "Cry Me a River" about. Britney cheated on Justin. With Wade. So Wade's exes include Britney Spears and Michael Jackson. Talk about having a type.
Damn.
Yeah. What turns them on? Hits.
Nice.
Hits make him hard.
I love Britney. Britney can do no wrong in my eyes.
Yeah,
I've seen her in concert 9 times.
It's Britney bitch. It really
Yeah,
is.
It's Britney
bitch.
It's Britney bitch. All right, Danny, pop quiz, best Britney song of all time, and there is a correct answer. What is it?
You're not gonna like mine.
Lay it on me.
I like "Slave for You."
All right, well that's inappropriate. That's racist.
Well, that's my favorite Britney song.
No, you are out of your cotton picking mind.
It's
You can't
toxic.
do racist things like that.
I don't. I mean,
2020.
Toxic is good.
It's the
Toxic's
Let's Go
okay.
Bowling version of "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time."
I don't.
Wow.
They outplayed it way too much. I like her dance moves. She's sexy. She's got a big fucking snake, and she's hot as shit. Oh yeah.
Yeah, she looks like she's a stranger to deodorant in that video.
Wow.
I would say best Britney song of all time, "Give Me More," because that gave birth to the.
Give me more.
Give me more. Give me
more.
I don't know this
Yeah.
song.
All right. That's a good song.
Yeah, it gets me going. It brings out the inner bad bitch in me.
Well, that other song that I mentioned does that for me. So everyone maybe has their own personal bad bitch Britney song.
I don't know
And
this song.
Beyonce song probably.
Well,
What
I
is-
mean, there is no one best Beyonce song.
Yes, there is.
That's like saying that one cloud is more important in the sky than any other cloud. It's
Sometimes they
cumulus.
are.
Cumulonimbus.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
I like that.
I like
Sharon,
Stratus.
You and I know what's up with the toposphere and shit.
Yeah.
Rob,
First
have you
of all,
ever
high
even
five.
heard a Beyonce song?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why would he not hear a Beyonce song?
How can you
Because he
avoid?
listens to punk rock.
I mean,
so,
asking?
so-
even polygamists have heard the song "Single Ladies."
yes.
Exactly.
Damn it! I was gonna tell him to ask. I was gonna see if he could name a song.
That's
Well-
what they played at my wedding when
Single
it was
ladies.
time to get the bouquets.
Yeah.
Oh.
To throw the bouquet.
I would
he-
say that if I knew conjoined twins at the hip and they got married, I would play "Single Ladies" just to be ironic.
Oh, that's fucked up.
That'd be very funny.
They'll never be single, especially if they're married conjoined twins. That's a built-in threesome. That's all good.
Touche.
What if one gets jealous
I go
of the
three
other?
shay. I take it up a notch.
That's
I go-
touche.
Three shay. That's how I roll.
Oh, nice.
You think they have one pussy or two?
I
That's
would
where they're
hope that
joined.
I'd hope that they share one, but they have two anuses.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I don't want to put up with. I don't want to put up with my sister's shit. I don't know about that. I just would not. So one pussy, two anus. That's my mathematical guess. As an amateur biologist, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay. All right. That sounds about right.
Oh, where
So
the
let me
fuck do
see.
we go from here? Like, what the fuck?
You're the best.
I mean, I thought Britney Spears' My Prerogative version was a little ridiculous, but okay.
That's my
Yeah,
prerogative.
She should have left it alone and left
Well,
it
don't
up
get
to
me
Bobby.
started on my love for Bobby Brown's solo work.
Oh,
I
go
love
ahead,
Bobby
sir.
Brown.
We'll talk about his hits. "Rock with You," perfect. It's the second best song ever titled "Rock with You." Let's face it.
Okay.
Nothing's gonna beat Michael Jackson's.
No, that is the best song ever.
The disco lullaby of "Girl, Close Your Eyes." Like genetically, I'm not a girl, but I close my eyes. That's how he
Yeah.
was able to take advantage of all those boys. The opening line of that song
Yeah.
it had a very Bill Cosby-like effect. Close your eyes.
Wow.
Things are gonna happen.
You know what? I would be honored if a celebrity like
How
that
can it
touched
be?
me. So, I mean, Louis C.K. wants to jerk
You
off
had
in
a
front of me,
celebrity
I would
touch
be
you.
honored.
You've had
Hey,
You
celebrities.
had a
you-
celebrity touch you.
Shh. Who? No one's touched me. That
Yes,
is a
she
celebrity.
has.
Somebody.
No. Recently,
Yes.
no.
Jay has touched you. So
We
stop.
we all
Yeah. Big J has
Whatever.
touched me.
You don't
we
know.
all know that Danny D had an affair with Paula Poundstone in the early 90s.
Who's Paula Poundstone?
What?
She was like the pre-Ellen DeGeneres.
You fucking stupid.
Paula Poundstone was huge, man.
She
Where?
was. Danny was very honored.
I wouldn't get with a fat. What is she, like a big bitch? Like a big fat bitch?
No,
Oh,
I'm
she's
saying she
tall,
was
skinny.
huge.
She was very, very tall and publicly asexual.
Yeah.
You know, it's
I've never even heard of
I'm
her.
not
And
into
she has
race.
3
I'm not
kids.
into anything. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
she
yeah,
has
I
3
wouldn't get
kids.
with a bitch that had kids.
Well, no, she adopted them all, and she got in. I don't know if she actually got arrested, but she got charged with molesting them.
She did.
Oh
so.
God.
And that's probably why Danny blocked it out. She acts like she's.
Yeah, that's true, right?
And she's on NPR all the time.
Oh, is she?
I know who she is. Okay. Yeah,
She's
she's a
got the voice
comic.
for it. Yeah, she
She's
is.
a comic. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's-
wait, don't tell me. And
Sharon, you got to look her up. She was huge in the 90s. Like,
yeah.
she had a special every month easily.
She really did. The way that most women have their period, she had a special.
Yeah.
And they were also 3 to 4 days long. It was a lot of material. The material would keep bleeding, keep
Yes.
bleeding.
Some of the laughs were heavy. Some of the laughs were spotty.
Yeah, that was spotty.
Wow.
God, 4 guys talking about a period they know
That's
nothing
what I'm
about
talking
is
about.
great.
I usually compare my period to Dalmatians in that sense. It's very spotty. And sometimes I have 101 of those spots. What? That's a movie.
Yeah, that is a movie.
She played an Inside Out. Dang, that's crazy.
Oh, that's a good movie.
let's looking it up. Okay.
Yeah.
Did
She
she?
does a
Yeah.
French President Trump press conference every Friday.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious. It's if you get a chance, check it out.
Speaking about Big J Okerson, did anyone see what happened to him this weekend while he was performing comedy?
Goddamn right I did. I
He was
saw it
attacked.
live.
Yeah, dude. You
happened?
saw it live? What?
Yeah, somebody, well, pretty much live, like right after. Somebody recorded it, and then right after it happened,
Okay.
Ari Shafir posted it to his Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
I'm like, you were in Philly? What the fuck?
Yeah, no,
What
I would
happened?
never go to Philly. They'd kill me.
Yeah.
No, they wouldn't.
There's no brotherly love for Nick. sadly.
Well, he was making fun of a girl in the audience or whatever, and her brother got upset that she was upset, and so he pulled the Big J's stool out from underneath him, and Big J fell on top of him.
Oh shit! That's a
Yeah, it
big
was a whole
call.
fucking it was a whole big deal.
Yeah.
And then,
Hopefully they beat his ass.
well, and then, so it's part of the Legion of Skanks, and what they're doing is now running for the president of Legion of Skanks. Ari Shafir is running against Big J Okerson, Dave Smith, and all the other ones.
Mhm.
So Ari posts that video to his Instagram story, and then Ari films a video of him, Shane Gillis, and Dan Soder talking about how they paid to have someone assassinate Big J because he wants to be the president. We can't have that. And just went on this big political rant. Oh, it's fucking great.
Big
That makes
J's
sense.
gonna win.
It's his show.
But
We'll
anyways,
see.
huh?
I said we'll see. We'll see how the ballots are counted. I don't know how they're gonna mail those in.
Wow.
Email.
They're probably
Email.
comment cards. Actually, if it's anything comedy related, it's gonna be comment cards. That's how we elect our leaders. We sign up half an hour before, and the comment cards decide it.
Put a little feedback.
Put some feedback, split the tips.
Uh-oh.
That is how they run a comedy election.
But no, if you want to vote for the president of Legion of Skanks, just email skankthevote@gmail.com. I registered.
I'm going to as well.
I'm voting for Ari all the way. I love him.
Oh,
Ever since he got banned from Twitter because his Twitter account was hacked.
he's very
That Kobe
unbalanced
thing.
though.
Yeah, I'd go with Big J over. I mean, it's close. They're both very,
Yeah.
very talented.
Ari's just kind of like a little irrational and just not always like, as
Because we know
mature.
that the thing that makes a great comedian is rational thought.
Mhm.
Hey, all I'm saying is Ari gets a little out of hand sometimes.
I mean, I'm a
And,
fan of even-keeled comedians, Sam Kinison, just people of that ilk.
Yeah.
Andrew Dice Clay, Professor Clay, as I call him. He kind of taught me
Mm.
everything I know. Just
No.
real even-keeled smart guys. That's what comedy is all about.
I think Andrew Dice Clay and I could have made a good couple. I think we would have been fine.
I think that you would have shown him a good time, and he would have probably been pretty rude. He'd be like I would not want to break up with the Dice Man.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
He'd go to
he-
Boston. He could just be mean to me. He could take me to New York and be mean to me there too. God.
Oh! Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, after every thing you say, he's just like, oh, what's in the bowl, bitch?
What's in the bowl, bitch?
I could wear his leather jackets out. Like, that could be pretty cool. Just saying.
I'm pretty sure he showers in the leather jacket too. I think that's he doesn't take it off.
Ever. He's just wearing it during
not,
sex.
Not
Oh! Hey! Bada bing!
ever. No, he's somebody who I stole a lot from early on as far as my swagger on stage goes. The first time I did comedy, I was 12 years old, and I think I sounded and dressed a lot more like Ellen DeGeneres. We had the same haircut. That was literally the first person I was compared to after that show. It was a school talent show, and the vice principal said, "You remind me of a young Ellen DeGeneres," which was probably because I had the same haircut. I was wearing flannel, and I was still trying to figure out whether or not I liked vaginas. That was the main Ellen draw. But yeah, big fan of Ellen too. Hey, rest in peace to her show. Doesn't look like it's coming back.
I think it will.
We'll see.
I think
I don't know.
she's like Wendy Williams. She'll get away with anything. I mean, I thought Wendy Williams would be canceled after that Drew Carey gaffe.
Wendy Williams is trash.
Yeah. Ellen DeGeneres is like Wendy Williams in every way except for none of them.
I've never watched Ellen or Wendy Williams. Like, I stopped watching daytime TV when they took off Jenny Jones.
Jenny from the Block. I was a big fan of Jenny Jones.
I really like Jenny Jones and like
But,
Sally
like,
Jessica Raphael.
I feel like those two and Phil Donahue had a really hot affair going.
Ooh,
It was
maybe.
just a lot of early 90s lens crafter glasses being
Next
left.
time I order glasses, I'm ordering some Sally Jessica Raphael glasses.
You go for
They're
it.
going to be sexy.
Big,
Yeah.
thick red ones. I always hoped that her and the red Ninja Turtle, Raphael, would have an affair. There'd be some Raphael on Raphael action.
Nice.
And if you don't like that joke, if you sighed at it, I'd be like, bam, Raphael had size. That was his. I just weaponize those size for you. That's how I do it.
Nice.
Rob,
And size
Yeah.
does matter. Size.
you must be loving these puns, buddy.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, his wife loves puns so
Yeah.
much.
She's
would
mad because
adore
I
you.
cheated when we were at our competition.
Oh, now it comes
Whoa,
out.
whoa,
How did you
whoa.
cheat?
Oh, I just jotted down notes.
That's not, that's
That's
not
not cheating. As long as you're thinking about her, it's not cheating. That's what she does.
Nice.
Yeah, it didn't mean anything.
I was thinking about her catching me.
Got you in the act.
And that's what helped you finish. It really
Yeah.
is.
Wow.
Sometimes we all need that boost.
You fucking sickos.
So Charlie, I wanna ask you something. Danny did something pretty cool. We're gonna talk about her trip to Vegas in just a little bit, but I'm curious. One of her shows, you have to now correct me if I'm wrong, right, Danny? You have to be high on hallucinogens.
Yeah, on psychedelics.
Would you do that, Charlie?
That's a great question. I would not. The day that I found out my wife was pregnant for the first time, I stopped smoking cigarettes and marijuana cold turkey. I haven't had a puff in 12 years now. Our oldest son's 11. So I stopped doing those things and other drugs that I'm not going to mention in case I have family watching. But I quit everything cold turkey. I didn't drink for a couple years either. So I would not do the hallucinogenics.
But let's just say hypothetically you were given the okay. Because I cannot even, the times I did it, I couldn't even hold a standard conversation, let alone get up in front of people and start telling jokes.
Yeah, that would be tough. The one or two times I remember getting very stoned before I went on stage, I just felt like my timing was off. And if you don't have timing, you don't have anything. And one of the first times I remember getting booed was when I was high as F, high AF as the kids would say. And I was doing a show in Long Beach. And I was the only white person in the room. So I looked like a ghost. I thought that the booing might have been other undead creatures trying to communicate with me in their very common language of a boo. But yeah, I smoked a ton of pot, which is what you do in Long Beach, Shout out to Snoop Dogg.
LBC.
LBC!
Sublime, yeah.
And they told me that they wanted to LBC me later. They said, peace out. I got booed off the stage.
Oh.
And I vowed to never smoke before I went on stage again. So that became kind of an afterthought. I would go on stage, do, not to brag, modestly well. And then smoke afterwards, kind of as my touchdown dance, as my celebration. I would wait to smoke. So going on stage while on a hallucinogen would probably just make me afraid. It's kind of like I had my wisdom teeth pulled. My wife picked me up from the dentist, and I've seen all those online videos of people unleashing deep, dark secrets while they're under the influence of the laughing gas. So I was very afraid I was going to tell my wife something ridiculous, and I didn't. She's still here. So she either didn't hear me say anything hurtful or she blocked it out. Either way, worked out well for me.
So Danny, tell us how, because I can't even fathom doing a set high like that.
So Tom Bomb's psychedelic show is in Vegas. The deal is we all meet up an hour beforehand before the show. It's at like a unknown location. We either do acid or shrooms, and
You get to
then
pick.
yeah, you can pick, and you can pick how much you do. Obviously, he doesn't
But
want
zero is not an option, right? You have to-
Zero is not an option. And you can mix them all up. You can do other things if you want to. But he asked that you don't drink alcohol if you're going to do hallucinogenics, because you don't want it to take away from the other. So I dropped some acid, and then
Did you pick it up afterwards, after you dropped it?
I dropped it down my throat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a 5-second rule on acid. I'm not familiar.
Yeah. And then I was already high because I'm smoking weed all day, every day.
Smoke weed every day.
And then I was the first to go on stage, which I thought was very nice of Tom. And I did okay. I didn't feel like I did well, but I listened to it today. I did just fine. And then the rest of the night was a super fabulous fucking time, because everyone, even if you go to watch the show, you have to do a hallucinogenic. So, and he provides them. So like, everyone there is on something, a hallucinogenic. So there's some people that have never done it, and there's other people that, and some are on shrooms, some are on acid, and we all just had a great fucking time.
Well, my question is, are you doing material when you're up there, or are you doing something you pre-planned? Because
I did material.
All right, because I feel like crowd work would be really tough when you're on.
I did crowd work. I'll send
What's
you what
the
I
deal
did.
with dragons that shoot fire out of their dick? Like,
Yeah.
you just be
Well,
talking
you know
about whatever
me.
you see.
You know
And
how
then
much
it's
I
very
love
hard for the
crowd
people to relate
work.
to.
So, if there's a crowd, I'm going to pick on them, or at least talk about them or include them.
No, you are a master. You kick ass at the crowd work. You take no names. You dominate the crowd.
And
you
it was
change
117, so it was really hot. I mean, the show was sold out, so there's like 60 people in there. It was just a fucking amazing time. I'm gonna be back in Vegas to do the next one, and then he's gonna try to take it on the road, because I think that the whole world should just do some hallucinogenics. That's what I think.
Yeah, I think he can do that in Wichita, Kansas. They're big on hallucinogens out there.
They love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although I will say, I would attend that show just because the shit's free.
Yeah.
Like, my God.
Well, no, you gotta buy a ticket, and then with your ticket, you either get to hit acid or shrooms. So, but most of the comics out there are pretty respectful. Like, a lot of comics came, and they still bought tickets and shit, and then everyone, and since it's in like undisclosed location, the people that are there want to be there. Like, they had to find out the location, they had to buy a ticket, so they're actually listening to you. And they are respectful. So I thought that was pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, I think that's a major issue when you're doing shows. Not that I've done a ton in Vegas, but because of my success level, Reno, and various Native American casinos, is that you're kind of surprising people at those shows. You're at the lounge, you're at the bar, and you're forcing jokes on them.
Yeah, these people
in this situation,
knew what they were
these
getting
people
into.
want to laugh, so that's got to be awesome. That's got to be a much better environment.
And he has a huge following. So like, there was a guy who just started comedy, and he was a cop, like a homicide detective. And this was his very first time he did acid on Tom's show. And now this time he was doing shrooms. His name's Bill TC. He's a super sweet guy, but he was like, oh, I like shrooms better. And like, everyone was there just having a good time. No one really overdid it, and then we all just kind of parted ways and did whatever the fuck we wanted.
No, it sounds like a great time.
I love that. I love that. Like, you can take acid, take shrooms, take them both together. No alcohol though.
Yeah.
Don't want you drinking.
Because
Don't want you drinking the devil's juice.
If you have a
you don't
Coors
want
Light,
the
you're
alcohol
done.
to take away from the hallucinogenic.
You have a White Claw, get the fuck out of here. But you're shooting
You're
heroin.
either going to
into
do
your-
drugs
Come
or
on
you're
now.
going to drink. That's it. You fucking decide.
I'm
But
not a fan of segregation. I don't think that they should separate it like that.
But it was my first time performing on acid. I like performing on acid more than shrooms. I can tell you that. I'm more in control of me because it takes a little bit longer to hit in. So, but by the end of the night, if I would have gone like 4th or 5th or 6th, I don't know if I would have been able to do comedy. So.
Why? What, didn't take an effect or what?
No, I was completely high at that time. Like going in, I got lucky because I went first.
Okay.
So it hadn't like 100% hit me yet.
Oh, okay, that's why.
Yeah.
I've had the opposite situation though. I've had shows that I did in Modesto where the entire audience was probably on hallucinogenics. And I did, again, it sounds like I'm bragging. I was at the Stanislaus County Fair a couple years ago.
Ooh.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Not on the main stage.
I was gonna
Not
say
that
the-
big.
I was gonna
That's
say the fat cat. What?
No, I've performed at the Fat Cat. That's nice place. But no,
Nice.
at the fairgrounds, it was 110 degrees outside.
Oh yeah.
And
It's
of
hot.
course, it's a daytime show. We have maybe 100 foldable aluminum chairs on the pavement. Nobody's sitting on those. But we had hundreds of people sitting on a grassy knoll, like Murder President Kennedy style, hundreds of feet away. And we had this great show. We were all killing, but from about a football field away. And it was a lot of fun. But yeah, the whole time I was thinking, we're the only ones not on drugs right now. I mean, I'd say it's like Modesto, a lot of people, not a lot of teeth, but it's a fun time. I had fun with it.
All right, we should probably end shortly, but before we do, I do want to talk about you're on this Zoom show called The Match Game.
I am. It's for pyromaniacs. We use matches and we set things on fire.
Oh, it's full matches. Oh,
It's
snap.
real matches. We are the reason that there are wildfires running wild in California.
Oh, thank
If
you.
you want us to stop filming the show, we're not going to do it.
Because you're so damn hot.
We're so hot. Call the police and the fireman. That's
Hey,
Song
spell
about-
Outcast for me.
spell Outcast.
Yeah, the
Well-
group, the band, the rap
Oh,
group.
if I'm spelling it the way that my AT aliens would spell it, like Andre 3000, who after taxes is really only Andre 1775.
Nice.
People forget that the man is trying to take that away. Outcast, the way the band spells it, Outkast.
Thank you.
I like. Did you think that was going to stump him?
Yeah.
No,
Even
but
I knew that.
it doesn't matter.
Nice.
It doesn't
Nice.
matter. I
Nice.
didn't know that at the moment when I was typing it into YouTube, and I was
You also
high.
didn't know what the fuck Hamilton was, so we figured.
I don't know a lot of things. I'm getting a lot. I'm doing different drugs these days, and I'm not really paying attention to the things.
But
that
you
I know.
answered.
With
Yeah,
authority.
I know. I like to talk. Hello. And if I say it with confidence, most times people don't call me out on that shit. Fuck
No,
you.
I agree with Danny full-heartedly that Outcast would have made Hamilton better. We'll just.
Oh yeah, yeah. On a little under 3,000 up in there.
I feel like, yeah. I mean, just even throw Little John could have made Hamilton a lot better.
I think anything
Really?
could have made that movie
When they
better.
said
Plus-
no war, no, this is the war. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Are they rapping about like olden times? Like what is
Declaration of okay.
I'm gonna watch that fucking stupid movie tonight
Yes.
and make sure
Oh,
that it's stupid.
damn.
I
Oh,
completely forgot the question. I think that there's a question involved, and we went astray as.
It was
Your
Match
Zoom
Game.
match thing,
But now I'm
yeah.
just
Oh.
having a good old time thinking about Outcast and fucking Hamilton. Like bombs
Yeah.
over Baghdad is now bombs over Delaware.
Well, I think the sad thing is that Andre 3000's wardrobe is more time accurate than anything in the play. Is that he's
I give you
kind of
that.
always dressed like a Renaissance era leprechaun,
I give you that. I give you
and
that.
it's maybe the best thing about him.
It's kind of sexy.
But no, match game is a lot of fun. Also, I definitely recommend. I should give it a plug. Match Game Apocalypse Edition. I can't spell it, but I can say it. Search it on YouTube. We have dozens of views. Not all the way through, but it's fun. If you've ever watched the show from the 70s, it's a lot like that. We don't have Betty White or Regis Philbin, rest in peace. We have me, and I've always considered myself like a younger, more manly Betty White.
Mm.
So definitely check that out when you can. It's a lot of fun. It's usually 4 or 5 panelists.
Who else is on it?
So Erie Diamond, she runs
Okay.
it. Mean Dave, very funny comic
Mean
from the
Dave,
area.
we know
We've
Mean
had
Dave.
him.
Yeah. So Mean Dave is usually a panel member, but Erie Diamond hosts it. She's fantastic.
Yeah.
Enoch Eno, who's my best friend in comedy, he does the show sometimes. He is hilarious.
Okay.
If you can figure out what he's saying, then you've got me beat. Yeah, he's got a
I don't do
lovely
very
way
well
of
with that.
Do you know Enoch? Do you know Enoch?
No, I don't.
We just have someone up here called Subis Sharmas who's kind of the same thing.
Hey,
Yeah,
you know
I've
what?
heard of him. I've met him actually at a show.
He's my homie now. He's my homie.
So yeah, I think probably the same thing. They're an enigma, kind of a Andrew Kaufman-esque situation.
Oh, okay. Well,
But my buddy Eno, he is a devout Muslim who is also a kiteboard instructor. Like he's
Oh, wow.
very big into surfing and kiting, and he speaks as if Borat got a master's degree from Berkeley. Just think of a really well-educated Borat.
How
he
have I
has
not
that
met
tone
him?
and pitch, but he's brilliant. Like he's way too
Okay.
good than everybody.
well,
And,
that's hard to do.
yeah, it is hard to do. But yeah, Match Game, watch it, love it, inhale it, giggle at it. It's a lot of fun. Highly recommend it.
All right. Does anybody have anything else before we get to our ever popular stuff? Anybody?
This isn't him, right? It's not a girl, right? Is it?
No, that's not him. No.
That's probably
Okay.
a fake account.
I'm like, she has a ball gag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he-
Wow.
Okay. All right. I'll find it later.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, his gags are more hilarious than the ball gags.
Oh.
All right. So if nobody has anything,
I have a lot to say, but I'll just keep my mouth shut. So
what?
I said I have a lot to say, but I'll just keep my mouth shut because I could talk to Charlie all day.
All day. Uri day.
All
Yeah,
day.
day.
Hey, Danny, how do you spell Uri day? Uri. Let's hear it.
I don't know.
You don't know. See, now who's the outcast? You. That's it.
Me? Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Well-
now you're big boy and I'm Andre. Nobody remembers you but me. I'm
Oh, damn.
I've always been big boy. I'm sturdy. Bitch.
I've always thought that big boy's not particularly tall. So he should just be
I'm not either.
He's big, wide.
Yeah, he's been quiet. Yeah, he's girthy. Have you
Yeah.
heard him rock the mic?
I do like Andre better.
I like the way you move. That was big boy.
Do-do-do-do.
I would love to go do karaoke with you one day, I think. I'm
Oh,
putting
I'm-
together a karaoke team. I think you should be on it.
No, I think we could take down anybody.
Yeah. Shannon Battle's on my team. Obviously, I'm on my team.
Yeah.
Stephen Milani, you.
I feel like you and we could
yeah.
duet all night long.
Maybe.
Duet. It's like
I like to sing like all the parts of the songs though. Like when I sing Shoop, I'm the guy and I'm all three chicks.
Oh, I'm the same way, just to show how heterosexual I am. When I do songs,
Yeah.
when I do songs from Rent, when I do "Will You Light My Candle," I do both
Nice.
parts.
I've never seen that.
I do the Rosario Dawson part. They say I got the best ass below 14th Street. Is it true? See, I'm very sultry. I just.
Oh yeah, you're one sultry bitch.
I am.
Here's a question:
I
How
have
many
a tramp
minutes?
stamp that says sultry.
How many minutes are in a day in a life?
Ooh.
3,500, 6,027 minutes.
525,600 minutes.
There we go.
There we go.
What do they say after
But
that?
can you say that in metric? I can't.
No.
I don't know what that is in centimeters.
Can you say it in love?
I
Isn't that
can
what
say
they say?
in cups of coffee.
All right.
In
the
dicks, in my
Yes.
mouth. I'm just kidding.
I am a straight man who has made 2 children. This is a fact.
I know. I was really shocked when you told me you were married to a chick. I
Yeah.
was like, oh wow.
I was like, I'm married. She's like, what is he like?
I know. I just fucking like when I first met Charlie, I was like, I just want to take you home with me. And he's like, well, I'm married. And I was like, oh, what is he like? And he's like, no, to a woman. And I'm like, oh, okay.
A woman. Yes.
Yeah. A lady.
Do you even no.
That's literally how it went down to. That's not exaggeration. That is the conversation.
Yeah. We
Just,
just
oh, so what is he like? Just
Yeah.
like, oh.
What's he like? We're at the Sacramento
Hey.
Punchline. That was about
It was
a year and a
just
half
like
ago?
yesterday. Yeah.
He's like, no, I hate to break it to you. I'm married to a woman, although
I
I
know.
still catch.
Yeah, exactly.
I wanted to be the one to get him on the team, but he's
I'm a
already
power
on the
ball.
team. I didn't even know he's a secret
Yeah.
player.
It's top secret. I'm a power bottom. I'm a unpowerful top.
What is this? Secret agent
Mediocre
man?
middle. I don't know how it works. I don't.
Secret agent man.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. Okay.
All right. So we do this. Have you listened to the podcast before, Charlie?
I did. I listened to the vast majority of the Mikey Winfield episode, which
Nice.
very funny guy.
Did
And
you
I
make it to the end?
listened a clip from Carlos Rodriguez's that he posted a while back. So
Those sound like
familiar.
highly recommended, episodes.
Yeah, I would say.
We
if
get
I was
some
gonna
big
ask
names,
somebody
man.
what to grab, yeah. No, Mike is hilarious, and he's got specials galore. And
Stepman is funny.
Yeah.
and Carlos Rodriguez, very Latin name. It's the best thing I could say about him. No, also
Wow.
killer headliner, very good material, good presence. He's hilarious. Very, very funny guys. Two of Sacramento area's best.
He's my favorite. Carlos Rodriguez is hands down one of my favorite comics
Yeah.
there.
Usually when people talk about two of Sacramento's best, they're talking about Danny's boobs. But in this case,
Yeah.
Carlos and
No, they're not.
All right. So we do this ever popular thing called Inside the Comic Studio.
ooh,
Yes.
is this starring James Lipton Iced Tea?
That changed everything.
We stole it like Biggie stole his fucking lyrics
Like he
too.
stole the 10 crack commandments.
Yeah. No, we didn't steal it. We just appropriated it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
That's-
made it into our own words.
Wow, appropriating.
Yeah. We just Brooklyned it. That's what we did.
Yeah, Sharon's
Oh.
face is just like, what the fuck am I doing? When I said appropriated, just
It's not
the
fucking porn film.
Yeah.
disgust on his face was like, really? Appropriate?
Appropriated.
It's been like that since I lied about Hamilton.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
No,
Yeah.
the race stuff. I wrote a really fun race joke today about a black man fucking an iceberg. It was interglacial porn, and
I like that.
I feel it ended with global warming. Sadly,
Yeah, that is. I like that.
I wish I could
Yeah.
fucking ice.
You know, he's got that
right
black
now.
ice going.
you got that black ice. Only the tip.
Yeah.
That's
Only
only
the
the tip
tip.
of it right there.
I want the tip.
Only the tip, baby.
I want the tip.
That's what Titanic was told before it got
There you go. He Titanic it.
got that Titanic D.
All right. So before we get into this awesome thing that Uzbekistan just can't get enough of, Charlie, plug social media, plug any shows you got coming up. This will be out on YouTube Saturday, and then podcast released on Monday.
Oh, excellent. So I'm doing an episode of the Match Game the last Saturday of August. And because I don't have a calendar in front of me, just trust it's in this year, 2020 AD, after disaster. That should be a lot of fun. Other shows I have coming up, I'm going to be opening for Mark Twain, this New Year's Bash show.
Isn't he
Dick
dead?
Clark is hosting. No, he's making a comeback. It's going to be really impressive.
Oh, that's Samuel Clemens. He's the one that died. You're right.
Longhorn, yeah. Longhorn passed away, but Mark Twain, he lives and breathes in our hearts. So yeah, I'm gonna be opening for it's a double headlining bill with Mark Twain and Johnny Carson. Big fan. Johnny Carson, my second favorite JC, obviously.
You
Yeah.
wish.
Junior college. You thought I was gonna say Jesus Christ? No, junior college. I'm a fan of affordable education. But yeah, I'm just waiting for the world to open back up. So I'm doing the Match Game Apocalypse Edition and working at a boring day job and loving my wife and raising these kids.
What about social media, Instagram, things like that?
Oh, social media. My Twitter is I Spink, therefore I am. It's very philosophical. You guys can check out thecharliespink.com. It's got not one but two clips of me doing mostly the same jokes. And the bio was written by my wife, so it's a bunch of lies. It's dirty, dirty lies.
All right. Is that it?
Yeah, that's fine. Or people just want to email me directly, spinkingoutsidethebox@gmail. If you guys still use AOL Instant Messenger, Spink My Monkey was my title. It was based on the novel Push by Sapphire. And yeah, if you guys want to get a hold of me on MySpace, my name is Tom. I'm everybody's friend. I'm in all of your top 8. You're very welcome.
And you
And,
never
yeah.
censor us.
I would never do that. No, I'm not Mr. Fuckerberg. I am not that fella. I think that Mark Zuckerberg's name is the second most fun one to turn to the F word. The other one is calling Bill Cosby Dr. Fuxtable. Like, I feel like that's
That's a good one.
also very fun.
Danny.
But yeah, that's all the plugs I got.
All right, Danny.
You can find me at Rad Chick Forever. Anywhere you want to find me. Cash App, Venmo, Instagram, Facebook. I'll be in Vegas doing more shows pretty soon in the month of September. As far as Sacramento goes, I'm not going outside. It's too damn smoky. So,
when it opens up, there will be shows.
Yeah, so I'm just going to kind of lay low and do some Zoom shit. If you want to check it out, hit me in my DMs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's it.
Rob.
Get my side project, Stand Up Dad's podcast. Do that with my buddy Mike. New episodes come out every Sunday.
Yes, they do. Sharon, do you have something to plug? I know you're on vacation.
Yes, I do. I actually do have shows.
Wait, are you feeling like
Yeah.
a pimp? You should go brush your shoulder off.
Comedy on the Rocks is going to be going on the 26th of next Wednesday. So at 7:30, please get tickets. It's over at the Pink Martini in Rockland.
Question.
I'll be DJing. We'll be having, what's up?
Ooh.
I was just going to ask if you were doing comedy or if you're just doing DJ there.
I'm DJing.
Do you have a different DJ name than your real name?
My real name is Sharon.
Sharon.
Okay. Well, no. Tina posted a picture today and it said like Mr. like
Resolution.
Oh, that's really cool.
Resolution.
Yes. I am Sharon Resolution.
I would go by like DJ Dick Joke. Like
I couldn't go that way.
too.
I could not go that way.
Yeah.
But no, like as Nick said, I am taking 2 weeks from my Epic Poetry podcast, but we'll be back September 1st. So check us out. Also check out Fat Chicks on Top. We are bringing it back.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Are you guys going to be doing it at Stab?
Well, right now you can't do it anywhere, so you have to
Yeah.
just do it at home.
Doing it
Oh, well, no, because I know that they're...
Represent Queen. She was raised out in Brooklyn. That's it.
Yes.
Ladies love Cool James.
Cool
Yeah.
James.
Yes. James Todd Smith is a fun
Yes.
fella.
Yes, he is. Mr. Smith. You got
Ah.
that.
That was the name of his 1996 album that featured
Yes,
the song
it was.
Doing It.
LL
As
Cool
well
J.
as Loungin'.
LL
with,
Cool J is one of those guys that he could be 75 and women will still be like, God damn.
I don't know. I think his lips probably smell like saliva, man. He licks them
So-
way too much.
So what do you say? He's
His lips smell like saliva?
Yeah,
His lips
like he's
don't
always
smell
like,
like saliva.
nah.
That's
Like he's
his
always
move.
licking it. It's not that sexy.
It's a signature move.
Yeah, and I was gonna say the only other celebrity rapper I can think of the smell is that Jay-Z's lips smell like Solange's fist.
That could be good one.
It's
That's a
all-
good joke.
It's,
That's
it's
good.
The Rock.
The
Bitch,
Rock.
bitch, holler.
The Rock.
The Rock.
Yeah.
Holla. That's my
Holla.
impression of Jay-Z as an archaeologist. It's it's a rock. The
You know,
archaeological hip hop community loves that joke. They really do.
you know when he got hit, he said, "Over."
Oh, yeah. It's crazy. Yeah.
All
That's,
right. You can follow me on Twitter at the Big Nick J. It is popping over there, I must say.
ooh, it's like a bunch of bubble wrap.
Yeah. All right. Inside the Comic Studio is brought to you by Seattle Company. Let me fucking say that again.
Take that, flip it, and reverse it. That's what I would say.
Seattle Gummy Company. When you need to be alert and focus fast, Mocha Shots high energy gummies work 5 times faster than coffee and at half the price. Combination of active ingredients improves focus, enhances cognitive performance, and reduces the jittery side effects of caffeine so you can get shit done anytime, anywhere. Vitamin B complex boosts performance. It's convenient. Only 5 grams of sugar per gummy. Use promo code GAG15. Save 15% off your entire order. By the way, Rob, I am jealous that he sent you CBD and not me.
Hey,
I
hey,
asked
what
for
about
that
me?
shit.
Whoa, are you down with CBD? Yes, you know, Danny.
It,
I'm down with everything. Let's go.
yeah, it's just I don't think he had them available at the time when he sent them to you.
That
Are you
fucker.
going to use them?
They're samples.
I know what they are, but you don't go out in the world to talk to anyone. So, like, you
Yeah,
guys should
but-
give me all your samples and all your stickers so I can
Go
hand them
fuck
out.
yourself. They're for my show.
Oh,
And I don't want to pollute this show with my, with my bullshit. So
yeah.
it's, but if you'd like, email thestandupdads@gmail.com with a dad story. I'll send you some shit.
Yeah.
God
Ah,
damn it.
Nice.
Dad's in the house.
Nice.
Just had to slide that in there. Thanks.
Oh my
Appreciate
God!
I'll
Actually,
just go to
I-
Nick's
You
house
brought
and
it
work
up,
for
fucker.
free.
I did think of something else I wanted to plug really quick, Nick,
Go
not
for
to
it.
interrupt, but I've been narrating and co-writing a documentary series on the history of comedy called It's All Comedy in Theory, A History of Laughs with Dina Ware. She's a great producer from the South Bay. And we've gone as far back as ancient Egypt and cave times and kind of followed the progression of comedy. So there's a couple of clips available on YouTube. Just search It's All Comedy in Theory. We have an excellent theme song by Xander Beltrain, very funny comic. Nina G, the stuttering comic, she contributes some work to it as well. Joe Bagley, who's hilarious. We have a really good team
nice.
working on that. So
Nice.
if you want to laugh a little and learn a lot, it's all comedy in theory. Look it up.
Cool.
Send me the link to that. I would totally. I want to check
I
it out.
will. I will put it in your box.
Ooh. I love it when you do.
When you become a big papa. It's also Biggie. We got a lot of Biggie references in here tonight.
He's my favorite rapper.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even think he's top 10.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, Nick used to always ask, "Who do you like better, Biggie or Tupac?"
Not even.
And
a question.
everyone has said Biggie except for him. He's always said Tupac.
Two-pack Shacker in the house.
Tupac Shakur.
Who's your favorite rapper?
Of all time?
I guess. Yeah, sure.
Ooh, if I had to go back to the dawn of time, I love Nas. I'm a really big fan of Nas.
Yeah.
I think that he's just a poet. He's brilliant. The imagery that he brings to the world is great. I love Fabulous. Fabulous, also
damn.
coming out of Brooklyn. Fabulous's punchlines are fantastic. He's a comedian on a beat, and I love everything he does. Because I'm Caucasian, Eminem. That's the obligatory answer.
You have to.
Eminem created hip hop in the early 2000s. His song "Lose Yourself" was the first rap song ever composed. We all know this.
Wow.
Makes
Revisionist
sense.
history shows us
I
that
got an Oscar.
it got an Oscar. Yes. Yeah, Eminem. Yeah, Biggie is not anywhere near that. You go Nas, Fabulous, Tupac, Too Short because of the Bay Area.
Oh my God. Okay, I don't want to hear you anymore.
I've
Okay,
seen Too
let's just
Short
get into our
live
thing.
4 times. That's the artist I've seen.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I
By the
couldn't
way-
even imagine you at a Too Short concert.
Oakland represent.
Oakland. Oh, and I got kicked out of a Ludacris concert one time for
Oh.
looking like I had drug paraphernalia on me. But the reason I was asked to leave is because I pulled down my pants.
Oh, you stand up, huh?
Were you
Yeah.
motivated and
I stood up.
inspired? Yeah.
And they thought I was not packing. They just said, "Move, bitch, get out the way." They thought I was a lady. But yeah, I was asked to leave a Ludacris concert because of that.
That's a bummer.
Wow,
Really
you were too
was.
ludicrous at a ludicrous
That was too
concert?
ludicrous. It was ridiculous.
They didn't want to know about his fantasy.
Oh, they
Oh.
did. Where's the remix?
By the way, Sugar Hill Gang is the original rap group. I'll fucking die believing that.
Okay.
Ooh, you see that stuff because MC Cool Herc kind of had his own sound before Sugar Hill came into
Well,
play.
technically, he was a DJ, so he didn't have really a sound.
Well, he had a sound that he created with the 2 turntables, but he kind of helped to write the 16-bar format that people are using
Yes.
between like 1975 and 1977. Sugar Hill Gang primarily started in 78, 79.
Yes.
All right,
Are
if
they
we're
the
gonna
ones
go
that
that-
sing like a hip, a hop, a hip into the hop into the.
Hit,
That's
hit,
what he's
pop it,
talking
don't
about.
stop, pop it to the bang bang,
Okay.
boogie to
Alright.
up, jump,
I like that
boogie to
song.
the rhythm. With
I
the
mean,
boogie.
if we're gonna go, that far back, we might as well just say Gloria Gaynor, the original female rap star.
Ooh.
Ooh, well,
Gaynor.
didn't she die recently?
I have no idea. She's
If
not
she
on my
wasn't on my
Deadpool, so
Deadpool
yeah,
list.
Yeah.
exactly.
I will
Am I the only one
survive
with
my
points?
ass. She did not.
You are the only one with points, buddy.
Woohoo!
God damn it, Rob.
All right, okay. Let's get serious, guys. This is
All
a
right.
serious podcast,
Serious.
and we have to
Settle
do
down.
our
solo single.
our Uzbekian famous, inside the comic studio thing. Okay, so we ask all comics these same 5 questions, sir. First question, first joke that landed well.
First joke that landed well, as aforementioned. I made my comedy debut at a talent show in elementary school. And my first joke in general, because I was a 12-year-old boy in the 90s, was about fighting in Vietnam. It was very topical. I talked about how when you're named Charlie and you're fighting in Vietnam, that you get friendly fire shot your way, because your name is Charlie. People say, "Here comes Charlie," and then they shoot me. That did not go well, but that was my opening joke. The joke that did go well, because I just thought history was hilarious, I did an impression of Adolf Hitler doing stand-up. It was a 3-part joke, and the one that killed was in my best Hitler voice. "Why don't my friends take me to get Mexican food? Because they know I have killer gas."
Jesus.
Nice.
And then when they stop laughing, I do one of these. So that was my first joke that really did well. It was Hitler at Taco Bell.
What the fuck? Oh, that's great, though.
And I don't know if I've written a better joke in the last 23 years.
All right. Second question. Favorite thing about your local comedy scene?
My favorite thing about this local comedy scene is the diversity. I think that we have so many different people and so many different styles really mixed together, but we're able to compete in a way that's loving and friendly and as supportive as possible. When I left college, I was in Southern California. I don't feel like I really networked. I was an island unto myself. I would go to competitions. I'd go to mics. I wouldn't stay around and get drinks. I wouldn't make friends. And moving back up to the Bay, particularly the last 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years, the comedians here have really become my family. On top of my regular family, which, let's face it, my real family's better people than comedians, because we're terrible. We are not good human beings in general. But favorite thing about this comedy scene is the sense of competition and community.
All right. Now, opposite of that, what's one thing you dislike or would like to see changed in your local scene?
I would like to see fewer bringer shows. I like the competition sense. I like when people go into a show with a format where you have 5 minutes, 10 minutes to kill. I know last year, it was last year, Marshawn Lynch, NFL star, produced the Beast Mode comedy competition. And that was a really great show. There were, I think, 24 comics. We went up against each other bracket style, like we were March Madness. I came in second place, and it was awesome. I think the first place winner won $2,000, and the second place winner got a $100 gift card to Olive Garden.
Your family there.
Yeah, it's, you are family there. But I like that sense of competition. It was somebody with a name getting a theater that sat 1,500 people, filling it with their name, and letting the local talent speak for itself in a way that's
awesome.
Purely objective. You know, you're going up there not because I know so-and-so who promotes the show, or I went to the birthday party of so-and-so who books the show. It's really done on merit, and I like that. I like going in there with an even slate and murdering everybody in my way.
Nice. All right.
With
Favorite local comedian?
Oh, I think I answered this at the top of the show. I would say my favorite local comedian has got to be Charlie Spink. I feel like he's young and fresh, but also wise. He's got amazing timing, and I just feel like I can relate to the guy.
If you had another one to name besides yourself there, mister, who are you going to name? Sac or Bay Area?
Ooh, if I was going to go Sac or Bay Area, that's really close. So Miles Weber is phenomenal. So I know he's kind of more Sac, or he's Vacaville, right? He's kind of in between.
Yeah, he's like Vacaville.
But Ellis Rodriguez is phenomenally talented. Matt Gubster from San Francisco.
Yeah.
He's like a sexy dad Jesus if you haven't seen him. He's
See,
phenomenal.
Dad Jesus. Wow.
If you're going with Oakland, Jay Rich is fantastic. Pete Munoz out of San Jose. I just feel like there's so many comedy microcosms that it's impossible to choose just one. Irene too is very, very funny. I can't pick just one. There's so many great comics out there in the local scene.
What's your favorite?
Yes, hands down. Hands down, ass up. That's the way I like to do open mics.
All right. Lastly, advice to new comedians.
My advice to new comedians is don't.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. I don't like having too many people in my lane. I am a crazy driver. I'm like a small drunk Asian woman.
You just said you love competition, but you're like, just
I
don't.
love competition when I'm my own competition. No, in all seriousness, for people just starting out, get up as often as you can. There's no such thing as bad stage time. When I was a young comic, I was doing clubs in my late teens, early 20s. And if I had a bad set or a bad night, I would take a week off. I would take 2 weeks off. I'd go a month sometimes without a show. And that's not the most productive way to build an act. You need to develop your material, develop a thick skin. You need to be able to relate to an audience, find that connection. And you can't do that if you're taking large chunks of time off. So get up on every opportunity you can, write every day, every single day. As a minimum, I work a full-time job. I work 75, 80 hours a week. I write 5 to 10 jokes a day on a work day. And if I have the day off, I try to write 20 jokes. It's all about structure and discipline. Jerry Seinfeld said, joke writing is like baseball. If you're batting 400, you're going to be a Hall of Famer. Most of what you write is going to be bullshit, but this is a craft. This is an art and a craft. You should sell comedy at Michael's because it's an arts and crafts store. That's the way we roll stand up. That you need to not just be funnier than the next guy. You need to work harder and you need to be kind. Despite what I said earlier, networking is a major part of comedy, both locally and as you go across the country. When I have performed out of state in the last year, I've done shows in Arizona, Maryland, Washington, D.C., just a handful of places. And everywhere you go, you want people to see the best side of who you are, not just as a comic, but as a person, because that's going to help you out in your friendships and in your career.
Nice. Like that.
That was the
Wise
exact
words of
opposite
Charlie Spink.
That was the exact opposite of concise, but that's
Well, Charlie, thank you for coming on. This was, man, an hour and a half show. This was a damn good one.
It's my favorite episode so
Doozy.
far.
Oh, you see, this is where they have the intermission in Hamilton, Danny.
I don't know if I have
was
that
a-
kind of a.
That's
I
when
don't
they
know if I
changed
have
into
that
their
kind
cat
of
outfits.
attention span tonight.
Hello?
Whoa. Again, that was a callback. That was a
This is
callback.
when they change into their cat outfits around now.
Yes.
So be ready for that.
They don't. It's not the stupid Cats fucking musical, is it? No.
You gotta
I
watch
like
it
how
and
she didn't
see.
even know.
Look,
She was like, is
look,
it?
look. I'll give it 45 minutes. I
Yeah,
can at least do
act
that.
2 is when, it's when Aaron Burr becomes a cat.
If it's stupid, you're all gonna know.
And then Elvis shows up in a time machine. And
All right.
It
Well,
just-
you can't go wrong with Elvis, right?
You can't. Throw Elvis in a DeLorean, see what happens.
Yeah, Bill and Ted's want to bring them home. Excellent, dude.
Are you guys gonna watch the new Bill and Ted?
No.
Yeah.
I think the
Why are
better
you
question
not?
is, are we going to stop watching it? No, we're not going to stop. Once it's on, it is on.
Yeah, if it's on, I'll watch it, but I'm not going to go out of my way. They're going to, try and find some song that unites the world. And lo and behold, guess what? They're probably not going to write that song within that 2-hour time frame.
Wow.
Mm.
there's a
You already,
new
you already
Bill
know
and
the premise, huh?
I'm going to call
I'm
you
so
an
negative.
expiration date on Milk because that was a spoiler alert. Right there.
Ted.
I haven't seen it. I'm just saying. I mean, that's how it goes.
Ooh.
I do like, have you guys heard the conspiracy theories that supposedly John Wick is what would have happened if Bill went to military school?
Ooh,
Nice.
Yeah, think about
I haven't heard that. But I have thought that Steph Curry is what happens if Chris Brown had parents.
Wow.
Can't tell me they're not the same guy.
Touche.
All right. On that note, we are out of here. Charlie, thank you for coming on. This was a good
My
episode.
pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys.
you.
Take it easy.
Bye.
Good night.